It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Falcons and the Cards, next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
Play action on first down. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Pass play now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down.
The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Second and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. They'll throw on first. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it, breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Rolling out to his left. Took off with it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with...
The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Headed out right. Big gain downfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip gain. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Throwing it to start this drive. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. To throw it on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons making this a laugher before halftime. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all one-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
To throw here on first down. Into the hands of Pitts. Oh, what a stiff arm. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now on first down. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Oluwakin with the pick. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pitts brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play, and the Falcons will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's keeping it. Jukes one defender. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
He's got it near the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
to pass on 1st and 10. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. Right side reeled in by Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Goal to go, they're passing. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's running with it. Juke and they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Airing it out to start this drive. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's on the move. Connects on the crosser. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
They'll come out throwing. Flushed out of the pocket. That's into the hands of Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys.
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Play action on first down. He puts some juice on a deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons trying to end this before the final quarter. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now it's second down. Now looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Getting out to his left. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
Back to throw on first and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll throw on first. Flush down now to his left. He takes it himself. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Taking off with it again. And he's down to the 8 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Escapes out to the left. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it sets up 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
To throw it on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
4-yard gain on the play. And a Falcon first down.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's on the move. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons are running them out of the building. The Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.